All right, welcome back, everybody. We talk playoffs in Maryland. Now let's shift gears to the first state where we had a lot of action to talk to, and we're going to start off with a team that a lot of people were really high on. Of course, we're talking about Laurel.
Yes.
Yeah, Laurel coming off that loss to Dover in the Henlopen Championship, obviously. And this week now they're taking on Caesar Rodney, another Henlopen team. And right here, Riders up 20 at halftime. Bulldogs trying to close the gap. Kylese Wilson stops up and knocks down the jumper. Then it's Corey Mumford with the steal, and he gets it to Dontarius Jones, and he gets the tough layup to go. 30-point game to end the third, Trey.
Goodness, the Riders pouring it on in the fourth. Nice ball movement. Going to find Saeed Miles. You hear that last name? That's how you know you're good at basketball for the and one. Then Kamal Marvel knocking down the three in the right corner. Trey. Yes, he is. Gets it right back on defense, picks off the pass, lays it up. How about that tough and one?
Yep.
CR taking down Henlopen South, the Henlopen South champions hard. How about this score, guys? 95 to 65.
It's a shocker.
Yeah, putting up 95 points down there in the dog pound.
That is crazy.
So I was talking about this with Drew Williams last night on the show here. What do you think happened to Laurel? Because we talked about after that loss to Dover, could they rebound or would they let that shake them? Did they get shook by that loss at Dover's hands?
Honestly, did they really play that tough a competition in the Henlopen South is my question.
Okay.
Their best competition that they played was Woodbridge. They never played the CRs or the Dovers of the Henlopen North, and so we really got to see the difference in talent level between the higher tier of the Henlopen North and the Henlopen South, I think, in these last two games.
Yeah, and you were talking about a little bit earlier. You think Laurel might be a year away from contending, and that might be the truth. I mean, we know that the Henlopen North is much better competition than the Henlopen South. The schools are bigger, and that's just what you have up there. But I did not see Laurel going out like this.
No.
One thing that we knew about last week was that the game was going to be an unfair advantage to Dover being at Dover.
Right.
I did not see anybody coming into Laurel and stomping Laurel out by 30 points in that home gym where I've seen so many teams get intimidated by.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. So you might be on to something with the way Dover maybe shook their confidence.
Yeah. Well, let's give Caesar Rodney some credit.
Very
true.
Good
team.
Very true. Is a very good player.
They're a good team.
They're led by a lot of senior players. Frank Victory is a very good coach.
Yes, he is.
And, you know, when you have a great coach and you also have a lot of senior leadership, you can go down and take care of a team like Laurel that's led by a bunch of freshmen and sophomores who don't really know how to win in the DIAA tournament yet.
That's true. And I will say, for those people who feel bad for Laurel, let these two losses
let it sink in.
Dover sink into
Use
them.
it as fuel during the offseason. Let's see how they come out next year.
Exactly. A team to watch out for years to come.
Freshmen and sophomores,
There we go. Well, CR isn't the only team that's moving on. As we all know around here, we must respect the Easy Act.
Of course.
And the champs, Del Christian, had a playoff matchup of their own.
That's right. Delmarva Christian hosting Tatnall in the Sweet 16, fellas. A chance to get to the Elite Eight. Royals come out hot. Seth Stevens is going to get it in the corner. And he's going to knock this one down. Give him all three of those.
Respect
then
the
it's
Easy
Wyatt
Act.
Kwiatkowski from behind the arc.
Down, baby.
DC out to a 12-3 run to start this game.
Yeah, the Hornets come back. Omari Banks going to get it on the right side. He's going to knock down the three. That was perfect form there. And Banks again, they didn't step back here. This game would go into overtime. And how about it? Respect the Easy Act. The Royals prevail. Chris Von Hoff knocking down the game-winning free throws as Delmarva Christian wins this one 52-50.
And we also have some other games to get to. Seaford going to Dover. And
it's a valiant effort.
Hey, 16-point loss to Dover, maybe the second-best team in the state. I'll take that one.
Yeah, and I think that was a valiant effort by a good Seaford team. Unfortunately, their season comes to an end.
Yeah.
Now to the girls' side, CR hosting Tatnall. The Riders down early. Sophie Kirby getting it under the basket, putting it back. This time winding down in the first. Lillian Ayers getting it on the left corner. She's going to hit a long step back to beat the buzzer. Hornets up 2, headed into the second quarter. The Riders sticking close in this game. Hanson spotting up, knocking down the long three. The Riders take a 1-point lead midway through the second, and that's when Tatnall would pull away. Kirby, she's a great player, getting it behind the arc, knocking down the three, and then her sister Emma dishing to Rachel Whitehead, and she knocks down a short jumper. Tatnall pulls away in the second, and we are one less Henlopen team on the girls' side as CR goes down 63-35.
All right, now let's go a little south. Woodbridge hosting Archmere. Game tied at 32, heading to the fourth. Alks taking the lead right here. Fiona Teeny hits the short jumper for the 2-point lead.
team.
But the Blue Raiders answering. Sierra Smith puts the moves on the defender. Knocks down the long two. Game tied at 38 with under 3 to play. But the Alks would pull away from there. Madison Stewart gets the steal at half court. Then it's Lauren Kim with a steal of her own. Alks up by 10 late, but Woodbridge not going away. Janira Scott gets it on the fast break, and she gets the layup, but too little too late. Archmere knocks off the Henlopen champs 52-43.
Wow.
And now let's check out some other games going on. 4th seeded Delmarva Christian knocked out by Caravel 59-28. And then Kate moving on. They take care of Wilmington Charter by 21 tonight. They take on Tatnall next.
Yeah, Dover had a big win over Laurel, their girls. The score looked about the same, and their consolation was to come and play #1 Conrad.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of what you dished out
Exactly.
a couple days ago, so not really good on their part. Also, Lake Forest and St. Elizabeth's. Lake Forest in the 5-12 matchup. You know, that 5-12 matchup is
It
very
can be a
tricky
doozy
when it comes to NCAA tournament time. No different here in the DIAA tournament.
They got to double digits, though, Trey.
Yes, with Lake Forest going down by a lot.
So valiant efforts there on the girls' side. Again, some big blowouts that we saw, same as with the first round. But I want to ask you about this Dover team. We kind of talked about CR. How good are these two teams, and a chance that these teams make it all the way? What do you think?
Yeah.
Well, Dover's got Salesianum coming up in the Elite
Tomorrow.
Eight. Salesianum's a very pesky team that plays a lot of really good defense up there, and they've given a lot of good teams up in Newcastle County a lot of headaches. But Dover's athleticism, I think, should carry the day and move them on to the Final Four. And then at that point, they'll take on either 18th seeded St. Andrews or 23rd seeded Dickinson to go to the finals. Which,
how about a Dickinson plug?
Right, exactly. He had to put it in there.
A proud alum.
Wins. They're wearing Cinderella slipper right now. You know, I'm going to mention them. So.
Yeah. What I've learned from this week, man, is that the DIAA tournament is an absolute ringer. Whether it's on the girls' side or the boys' side, you never know who you're going to be matched up with. They get these playoff formulas going, and the 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 seeds we've all seen this week win games. So that's very interesting. And a lot of those teams are teams from up north. But, man, it is a ringer. And I think Salesianum is going to play Dover tough tomorrow. I expect Dover to win, but I think the Sal's will play the Senators very tough in their place tomorrow.
Yeah, and one thing we mentioned, you know, these lower seeds are winning, but one thing is for certain, we still have Sanford, the 1 seed, still in, and Dover, the 2 seed. Or are they no, they're the 3 seed. So we still got Sanford,
William
Dover.
Penn, the 2 seed, is gone.
Right. So we've got the 2 favorites
18.
still in there. So I say they're the absolute favorites to make it to the title game.
As you guys touched on the Delaware tournament, always very exciting because of how many teams are in it.
It is.
With that, we do have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll have a look at our weekend forecast. We're going to look at this camera now with Chief Meteorologist Daniel Johnson.
Hey, my name is Jason Baskins of Lake Forest, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.